It's a beautiful weekend, and I hope you're all enjoying it. Hope you got the barbecue out. The days should be coming to an end for you. You should be going home to relax. And if you're working, just remember to work safe, be smart, treat your body well, and enjoy your weekend, people. It's a beautiful weekend. As you can hear, the birds are out. I've got a cat with me that's following me around everywhere I go. But I thought today I would talk to you about all the stuff on YouTube. Every single tool reviewer that I've been seeing is doing all their reviews on how fast it goes and how powerful it is. You know, that's not the most important thing about buying a tool. The durability and longevity of tool. That's the most important thing. Was this tool a good investment? How many times, what you got to do is you talk to people and see people that own these tools and ask them how many times they've had to warranty that tool out and get it repaired, what the issues were and stuff like that. There's a lot of Milwaukee tools that I dropped. I just stopped using because I got tired of warranting them out. I got tired of them being junk. And there's a line that I haven't had any problems with yet. They're not the most powerful line, they're not the strongest line out there, but they make a premium tool that takes the abuse that I put it through and survives. And it's called Metabo. It's an underdog, it's underrated, but their quality, their fit and finish, very well done. But see, the thing is though, it's faster, stronger isn't always better. Screws can only take so much torque. Bits can only take so much torque. Screws can only handle so much speed. Drill bits can only handle so much speed. The material that you're going into can only handle so much torque and so much speed. Same with your saw blades. Those blades can only handle a certain RPM, a certain speed, safely and properly. Sawzalls, well, depending on the material that you're cutting through, sometimes faster isn't better. Sometimes faster is worse for you and will cost you money in blades and stuff like that. And sometimes speed does come in handy. But the thing is, though, is you have to look at how much of a rush you're in to get stuff done too. We all get paid by the hour. Do we want to decrease our wage? Productivity is great, but if you're not rushing through stuff, you get things done. You can do things fast, you can do things swiftly, but it's not a race. It is not a race. We're not out here trying to win the Olympics, okay? So when you're out looking at tools, go for the tools, look at their longevity, look at how they are. Everyone beats on Makita because Makita has been making some pretty weak drills and stuff like that lately. But I'll tell you one thing: they make one of the best rear handle saws around. They make one of the best track saws around. They make a lot of good concrete tools and stuff like that. Their rebar tire is one of the best rebar tires in the world. They've got some phenomenal tools in that. But see, that's the thing, is their drills are strong and fast enough to handle 90% of everything you do if you're doing it right. If you're just trying to shove that drill bit through the wood and force it through instead of pulling it out, letting it clean itself out, go a little bit more, let it clean itself out, let it pull it out, let it clean itself out a little more. Or with metal, you don't need high speed. You need a little bit of torque, but not super high speed. Metal should only be going 300 to 400 RPMs. Because that's all those bits are rated for. And screws, doing fasteners and screws. 90% of fasteners out there, the manufacturer recommends do not exceed 800 RPMs on those fasteners, because RPMs higher than that could cause damage to the material and to the fastener through heat conductivity and thermodynamics. But just don't base your opinion on what tool you're going to buy off of people doing tool reviews, okay? Base it off the people, because all these guys, they got tons of tools, but they use them, they do their demo, they sit it on their shelf that might get used one day under blue moon, but they're not out in the field doing the work, using the tools. So talk to the people that use these tools every single day, day in, day out. What do you find people that say, ask them, how many times have you had to warranty this tool out? What are the problems that you've had with this tool? What are the issues and your likes and dislikes and that about this tool? And base it off of stuff like that. Do your own research before you buy a tool. Don't let other people do the research for you wholeheartedly, because sometimes you might not make a good purchase. I'll be honest, there's a lot of Milwaukee tools out there that are not a good purchase. Their framing nailer, junk. Their framing nailer's junk. Their brad nailers, And their finishing nailers are great as long as you don't use them outside in the rain or in the snow or in the cold. Like they're great for indoor work, but not for outdoor work. Not rated for it. Tell you one thing. I've got some of their nailers. Their brad nailer. I love their brad nailer and that. But their pin nailer, it's got lots of power, but the thing has a lot of issues. But there's 2 other pin nailers out there that do the job the exact same, but don't have those issues. Makita and Metabo. But that's the thing, is there's some DeWalt stuff that I've owned that I will never buy again. Their nailer for their framing nailer is a joke. Their belt sander is a joke. They've got a good orbital sander, I'll tell you that. Their orbital sander is actually better than Milwaukee and a couple other guys. And there's lots of Bosch tools. Like if you're a finisher, Bosch sanders are next to Festool in quality, man. Like they are good sanders. Their finishing tools are really good quality. Price and warranty is awesome for Bosch. Like if you're a finisher and you do a lot of cabinet work or custom furniture, Bosch is a good line to look at for your sanders and your finishing drivers and stuff like that. And like at blades, they make damn good blades for the price. But that's the thing, is you can't just base off everything on it being new and it being faster and it being stronger. Like that's the thing, is I buy tools that I know over years from my experience and other people's experience, that I know what they've owned and what the issues are based off of that stuff. But I also buy it to suit the needs of what it's going to be used for. And like, I don't care if a drill goes over 1300 RPM, because I'm not going to use that drill over 1300 RPM on almost anything that I do, because it's not needed. You don't need 1300 RPM. And like, if I got something that's going to require higher torque, I'm going to pull out my whole hog because my whole hog's safer. Like if I'm going to do an auger bit, man, I'm not going to throw that in a friggin' cordless drill. I'm going to put in my whole hog, the tool that was designed for it, and that has the handle and the kickback safety for it. And that I'm going to use the right tool for the job. Like that's the thing. But not that if you know how to use your tool properly, but longevity and quality. Was this tool a good purchase over the long run? Like, am I making a purchase that's going to last me 10 years? Because having to go out and buy a new tool every time warranty expires gets expensive. So less time, if a tool doesn't get warrantied out the whole entire time that you've owned it, that's a good purchase. And if 10 years later you're still using it, going to it, and you don't have to keep buying the newest thing. Like something new comes out, if what you have is still working and doing the job, don't replace it. It's not worth it. It's not worth replacing it. And that's the thing, none of that. We over-manufacture stuff. In North America. Like, we have so much brand new merchandise, cars, tools, TVs, food, that never ever gets sold and ends up going to the garbage, or some of it doesn't even get recycled. Cars, they just get left in fields because it's more expensive for them to recycle that car than it is for them to just leave it in the field and let it rot and pray that they figure out something to do with it. But like, and the groceries, did you know 60 to 80% of the food that you see on the shelf will end up in the garbage? Like, because we don't buy that much food. We over-manufacture, overproduce anyways. But I digress. That's a whole different subject. When you're buying tools, do your own research based on what you need. Talk to people that you know have been out in the field every day. They're out in the field every single day working on this, using this stuff. Like me, because now I'm retired and I don't buy I don't really go buy that many new tools. I have a lot of older tools. I can tell you which one of my older tools were a good buy and which ones weren't. But when it comes to new tools, I can't give you any real advice on that stuff. I can't give you advice on new tools because I'm not going out buying brand new tools and stuff like that. I only buy what I need. But I will give you my honest opinion and honest truth about any of the tools that I own or that I have owned in the past. Were they good buy or were they not a good buy? And what would I recommend? If you're buying older tools or used tools, feel free to ask me, hey, what do you think about this? This is on Marketplace for sale. Because the older tools, I know quite a bit because I went through a lot of tools, like and anything pre 2018, I can give you an honest review on. But faster and stronger doesn't always mean better and doesn't always mean right. So that's just the random thought. I was just sitting here enjoying the sun, going, hey, I got some time to kill. Let's talk to these wonderful people on YouTube that follow me and subscribe to me and stuff like that, and just say hi, how you doing, and enjoy your weekend, y'all. Be safe, be smart, and enjoy the weather.